This is the Waterdrop WD-A2 countertop reverse osmosis system. A tall, dark gray box with rounded edges, a glossy LED touch panel up front, and a magnetic drip tray that snaps into place. The pure water pitcher nests neatly in the front bay and slides out like a carafe. The design looks modern and clean, but it does have a hefty presence and more height than most countertop gadgets. I've used this every day for 6 months, replacing cases of bottled water with filtered water on demand. In my opinion, the WD-A2 promises a lot. True RO filtration, hot and cold water at the touch panel, no plumbing, and a portable pure water pitcher. From my experience, it nails the filtration and hot water parts, and it's convenient for renters or small spaces. But the cold claim hasn't matched what I expected. The look fits a minimalist kitchen, and the LED screen is bright and easy to read even in daylight. The controls feel natural after a day or two, and the favorite button is great when I want the same cup and temperature each time. It's a taller unit for a countertop. Because the feed tank refills from the top, I can't tuck it all the way under my upper cabinets. I have to pull it forward for refills, which gets old when the family is drinking a lot. The 40-ounce pure water pitcher is the most thoughtful part of the design. It auto-fills when docked and detaches for the table or for cooking. The build feels solid, and the weight gives it a premium feel, though moving it to clean under it or to reset it isn't exactly fun. Setup is technically plug and play, but the first flush made me pause. The instructions didn't clearly explain how to start the initial flushing cycle. I had to reseat and gently twist the pitcher a couple of times before the system detected it and began flushing. Not a deal breaker, but it could cause some people to think the unit is faulty. Daily use has been straightforward. I choose temperature and volume on the touch panel. Key features like 6 temperature presets and adjustable volume in ounces feel practical, not gimmicky. RO stands for reverse osmosis, which forces water through a very fine membrane to remove dissolved solids and contaminants. The WD-A2's membrane is rated at 0.001 microns and it's paired with other media in a composite filter. TDS, or total dissolved solids, is shown live on the screen. My tap starts around 180 to 220 ppm. The WD-A2 usually dispenses between 3 to 10 ppm, which tastes clean and neutral. It's a noticeable improvement over normal tap. Hot water performance is good. I regularly make tea, instant oatmeal, and pour over coffee. My thermometer usually shows mid to high 180 degrees on the top setting, and sometimes just under 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It's quick enough for most hot drinks, but it won't replace a kettle if you need a true rolling boil for specific teas. Cold water is where the marketing overreaches. The spec lists 59 degrees Fahrenheit as a lower setting, but in my kitchen the cold setting is basically room temperature. It's fine if you just want non-hot water, but it isn't the chilled, crisp sip you expect from a unit advertised as hot and cold. I keep a glass bottle in the fridge when I want true cold, which sort of defeats the point of a hot and cold station. Noise is a soft hum when filtering, and occasionally when the internal systems kick on. It doesn't drown out a conversation, but in a silent room you'll notice it for short bursts. Another quirk, when the feed tank gets low, the unit can stop dispensing and doesn't always show a clear message. Refilling doesn't always wake it. I've had to lift the whole unit up and set it back down to reset the sensor logic a handful of times. It works, but it's awkward with a 20+ pound appliance. Filter life has been solid. The single A2RF RO filter is rated for up to a year or about 100 gallons. At the 6-month mark in a heavy-use household, I'm sitting with plenty of life left according to the indicator. Swaps are easy and not messy. The 3:1 pure-to-drain ratio is better than many under-sink RO systems I've used before, which saves water and makes me feel better about daily use. It also supports up to 500 ppm incoming TDS per the spec. If your source water is much higher, expect slower throughput or more frequent filter changes. From my experience, the taste and consistency are the star. The water is clean, neutral, and great for drinking and cooking. The convenience of hot water on demand has saved me time every morning. The smart screen with a favorite mode is something I now rely on more than I expected, and the child lock for hot water feels safe and well thought out. The portable pure pitcher is a quiet win, especially for dinner or filling a pot without hovering over the spout. In my opinion, the single composite filter and the 3:1 efficiency make maintenance simple, cost predictable, and day-to-day use more sustainable than bottled water. There are annoyances. The cold water isn't actually cold in practice. The top fill design and height make placement tricky under standard cabinets. The low water quirk that sometimes needs a lift and reset is the kind of thing that reminds you this is a young product category. I also wish the hot setting consistently hit the advertised 203 degrees Fahrenheit, though it's been enough for most of my needs. Key features that actually matter to me are the 5-stage RO filtration with very low TDS output, the instant hot water with safe controls, the dock-and-go 40-oz pitcher, the easy filter replacement, and the install-free countertop setup. It's perfect for apartments, rentals, offices, or anywhere you can't or don't want to plumb a unit in. I'd recommend this for anyone who prioritizes water purity and wants fast hot water and who can live with room temp, cold, and a few quirks. The Waterdrop WD-A2 has earned a spot in my kitchen because the water quality is excellent and the interface is simple. It does the RO part right, and the hot water feature is genuinely useful. The cold water claim, though, hasn't lined up with my real use, and the low water reset behavior feels clunky. If you're buying it for pure, great-tasting water and convenient hot drinks, you'll likely be happy. If your top priority is an all-in-one unit that truly chills water, this won't scratch that itch without a workaround like pre-chilling a bottle in the fridge. If this video helped, subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.